Hey guys, it's Kamrin and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about my in-depth skincare routine. The last time you guys saw me do a skincare routine was probably about 2 years ago. That was the last time I had ever gotten my skin under control, and that I was talking about curology in that video. A lot of my skincare stuff has changed and I have literally finally figured out what works for my skin. I have gotten the skin that I had when I was like 13 or 12, which is still not perfect. I have tried so much stuff. Literally, possibly any skincare company that you could think of, I've tried it. I have tried acne.org, I've tried Neutrogena, Peter Thomas Roth, Curology, Proactive. Oh my god, worst skincare company ever. I've tried all the natural remedies. I've tried the Instagram boutique skincare routines. I've tried everything. So I have back here all the stuff that I use. It seems like a lot, but actually it's not that much because a lot of the stuff I switch in and out. This video is not sponsored. However, I do have a product in here that I received a sponsorship for on my Instagram. And when I say sponsorship, it means as in like I had already been using them for a couple of months and they saw that I was talking about it and they asked me if I wanted to give a discount code for everybody on Instagram. They did not ask me to do this YouTube video. I'm just sharing with you guys. We're gonna get started. I'm really super excited. I've told you guys that I literally have had the worst acne since I was like 12 or 13, but I also am grateful to have had acne because it taught me so much and it really built my character. I feel like acne is a good thing for people. It really teaches people to love themselves no matter what. Anyway, I always had very cystic acne. It was super painful, and I also deal with extreme hyperpigmentation. Any little bump that I get, no matter even if I pick it, it just is, it's a scar. So I stayed on birth control for about 2 or 3 years and then I got off of it because I was just, we'll have a whole other talk about birth control because woo child, never again. I'm so done with birth control, but it helped kind of balance out my acne. I had gone to an esthetician because everyone was telling me like, oh my god, you need to go get a facial. So I went and got a facial at the same place that I get my wax done at. Just throwing it out there. Not go to places that do multiple things in one spot. You should not be going to get your face cleaned at the same place that you get your cooter wax, girl. I went there and I got my first facial. She did extractions and I got horrible scars everywhere she did extraction. I was scarred for life. I'm like, I'm never going to an esthetician again. If you guys see my nose is red, it's because I'm literally rubbing it. I think it was about 7 months after this that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and find an esthetician that knows how to handle colored skin. So I found my esthetician. She is in Hollywood. I live in Orlando and I literally drive to her because she's that freaking amazing. I've talked about Lala all the time. Y'all know. Not only is she the best esthetician in the world, but we're like, I love her. That's my friend. That's my friend, man. 50-50, my skincare routine and her are just, they are an iconic duo. She also totally transformed my skincare routine and everything that I was eating and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna show you guys all the products that she administered to me, some stuff that I have found myself, and my bomb.com grade A #1 sumo wrestling, I don't even know how to describe it, but basically, for the lack of better words, that bitch skincare product that I use that like literally is amazing. So first things first, let's talk about face washes because I feel like that's basically the first thing that everyone starts with. There are 2 face washes that I use. This is my main go-to product. This is the green tea citrus cleanser with grapefruit, lemon, and yucca. You can get it on her website. It's super cheap. I think it's like $16 or $18. This is really great if you have sensitive skin. Something that I've noticed that really helps, which my esthetician always talks about, washing your face for 60 seconds is going to transform your life. That will give enough time for all of the ingredients inside of face washes and everything to activate and start working on your face. Now, the other item that I use is the glycolic cleanser. This is a little bit more of a tougher face wash. I typically will use this 2 or 3 times a week or anytime that I've worn a lot of makeup. This, for the first 2 months, kind of had a stinging feeling on my face. That it doesn't mean anything crazy. It's basically just the glycolic acid in it. This is great. This will really clear out your skin. Speaking of cleansing your skin and makeup, one other thing that was like a super great thing that my esthetician taught me was to throw away the makeup wipes. I would take a makeup wipe and wipe my face off, and I think that that was really aggravating my skin, and all it does is just rub that dirt back into your face. So my esthetician advised using micellar cleansing water. She advised this one from Garnier. This is the all-in-one hydrating Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water with rose water and glycerin. This doesn't aggravate my skin at all, so I use this. But my favorite one to use is the Glow Skin Glow Oil Cleanser. So this is from my esthetician's line herself that she makes. It's basically like an oil cleanser. I like this one because I feel like it hydrates my skin way better than this does. I just put the oil all over my face. I wipe with another cotton pad. I put a little bit of water on my face and then I wipe it off again. I like this because I don't have super oily skin anymore. I have combination, but I would say if you do have oily skin, then I would use this because it's not going to like super oil up your face, I guess. Right, so let's talk about my favorites. These are exfoliants. My face does peel from that acne medication, so I have to exfoliate my face a lot. I do have 4 exfoliants. I kind of switch them out depending on whatever I'm feeling like. This is from my last skincare routine. I still use this. I've used this for years. And it's super cheap. You can get it for like 7 or 10 bucks. This is the Nip and Fab Exfoliate Glycolic Scrub Fix. It is going to literally leave your skin baby smooth. I typically use this when I start to notice a lot of peeling on my face or my skin looks really dull. This is like my extreme go-to exfoliant. These are the glycolic and retinol pads. This is also from my esthetician. This I use every night. This is basically to just help even out my skin tone. After that, we have this retinol 2% exfoliating scrub slash mask with kojic and malic acid. I do not use this as a mask. I use this as an exfoliant. This I use kind of like my grade below exfoliant. This I'll use maybe once a week or twice a week. It's got little beads, but it's not as harsh as the Nip and Fab one. The very last one, if you've been on TikTok or you know about Skincare by Hiram, everyone talks about this. It is actually so hard to find. This is the Ordinary AHA 30% plus BHA 2% peeling solution. Now the Ordinary is super confusing for me. They just be having too much stuff. I feel like a chemist to figure it out. I can't. This thing burns, but it will literally exfoliate your skin and leave it so amazingly bright. It's insane. I only use this maybe twice a month because I just feel like it's too extreme and my skin is very sensitive, so this does like do the most for it. It is a chemical exfoliant, so I really don't want to be doing too much with it. I would suggest if you have hyperpigmentation like me to seriously go and pick this up. So let's talk about toners. Toners are super important. So I use 2 toners actually. I interchange them. It doesn't really matter at all to me. I think they both work really well. It just depends on what I feel like grabbing that day. But this is the Cucumber Hydration Toner with heavy water and hyaluronic acid. I haven't had this one in a while, so I've just been using the AHA toner from my esthetician's own line. I feel like they both work freaking amazing, so it really just depends on whichever one you want to pick up. I use them both morning, day, and night. So let's talk about masks. I only use one mask. I don't use sheet mask. I don't use peel off mask. I don't do any of that. My esthetician hates peel off masks. The only thing that I use, and I talked about this in my last skincare routine, this is still something that I use years later. Now it is expensive, but it will last you a really long time. I still have some product left in here and I've had this almost a year. I promise you it is going to transform your skin. So this is the Sand and Sky Australian Pink Clay Pore Fighting Face Mask. It detox and brightens. It's always worked great for me. It never burns my skin. I never have any issues with it, and it really does brighten and plump your face, and it closes your pores down this freaking tiny. I use it probably, I mean, in all honesty, I use it whenever I just feel like it, but I would advise probably like once a week. I think 2 to 3 times a week is too much if you have combo skin. When I used to have oily skin, I would use this about 2 to 3 times a week because it would kind of get rid of that excess oil. But like I said, I don't really have that kind of skin anymore. But yeah, this product, staple. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. This is my savior. I started Apostrophe Skincare in May. That was when my skin was its absolute worst. My acne was the worst it had been in years. So I was on TikTok and some girl was talking about Apostrophe, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, this is so full of shit. Like, I'm so tired of seeing these skincare dermatologists. But honestly, I was really surprised by her transformation, and it seemed genuine. You know how you can tell like if something's genuine or not? Like, girl, please, they paying you that check. That's why you saying that. I know you don't even like it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it because I saw that they did administer oral medication. And at that point I was like, I've tried all the topical things, this has got to be something on the inside. I need to take some pills. And my thing with curology is curology basically administers everyone the same 3 ingredients in different dosages. But when I first reached out to Apostrophe, they administered me a tretinoin, clindamycin, and niacinamide prescription, as well as spironolactone. Now I know a lot of people are not comfortable with spironolactone. I was on it for about a month. I had no issues with purging. Y'all know if you watched my last skincare routine, I don't do purging. I didn't have any issues with purging, but it was giving me massive headaches. So I just told my dermatologist, I was like, hey listen, I don't want to take spironolactone anymore. It's giving me headaches and I'm kind of worried about the repercussions. And she literally was just like, all right, we'll try something else. I'm gonna take you off. I think I was on Apostrophe about 2 months, and they brought on hydroquinone as a medication that they were going to start administering out to people, and I wanted to be on hydroquinone as it was already. Hydroquinone basically is a topical agent that helps with scarring. As you guys have seen in all the pictures, I had really bad scarring. So I was really happy that they were able to administer me out the 6% hydroquinone. So happy with this. To have something resolve my skin in literally 6 months. Props to Apostrophe. I will have my discount code down below that will give you guys $15 off of your doctor's visit, and I think $5 off of your order. Last but not least, moisturizers and sunscreen. I use the Curology moisturizer. Still pretty great to me. I mean, it's just moisturizer. It's very lightweight and it's not excessive on my face. And then the one that I super love, I actually got this Murad nutrient charged water gel as a sample, and I've used it for a while and my skin really loves it. I am typically not somebody that wants to spend a whole bunch of money on moisturizers, but this thing, I don't know what it is about it, but it like literally brightens your skin so much. I think that it's worth the $60, and if y'all been following me for a while, I am typically a cheapie. So for me to say that it's worth $60 is something. And then last but not least, sunscreen. Wear it. Put it on. Put your sunscreen on. Put it on. It is so vital. I never used to wear sunscreen before, especially if you're using all these skincare products with like acids and tretinoin and all this stuff. Your skin is in a state of where it can be compromised. Put your sunscreen on. I use the SPF 30 with 13.5% zinc oxide. This is from my esthetician as well. I love this one because I am black. Usually when I put these sunscreens on, they leave me with this like ugly white cast. This saves me. That is literally why my face is like 4 shades lighter than the rest of my body. That's how great the sunscreen works. That's my skincare routine. That's everything that I've been using. I obviously still do have hyperpigmentation, but not anywhere near as bad as it used to be. I do need to do some chemical peels, but I'm just trying to find a time where I can take off a week of just like no filming, not being in front of anybody, just hiding in my house because it is so gross. I did it one time before and I looked like Deadpool. But yeah, that is pretty much my skincare journey, my skincare products that I've used, an in-depth talk about it. I hope that it was helpful for you guys. That is gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up as well as to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.